Alright, going to be doing a trigger job on this Auto Ordinance 1911. We're empty, no mag. Got to get it down to 3 pounds. We'll see where it's starting at. Down your grip safety. Ooh. All right, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. £7, 14. And 8 pounds even. Alright, so about an average of 8 pounds. You want to do it multiple times because it will fluctuate a little bit. You can just get an average. So you gotta remove 5 pounds. Alright, first start with disassembly. Alright, first things first.
I hear it flippy. Release it.
Can't believe I need to get my schedule back in check. Didn't wake up till fucking 12.
Alright, that's the slide. Alright, now we're gonna start on our frame.
What they got? What's that supposed to be? They're probably intentional, like really need to do what we want. Or that's do it our way, or
Our bushing is stuck. We'll have to fix that later. Alright. Alright, next we're going to take out our mag release. So what you'll do, get an impact block, something to push up against. You'll depress your mag release and then turn your screw counterclockwise, and then the assembly will come out. Now take out our mainspring housing pin. And it is under tension. Alright, there's our mainspring housing. Alright, next is our thumb safety. You kind of wiggle it and then push from the back and get it started to come out. There we go. Alright. Alright, now we're going to take out our grip safety. Our sear spring comes out. We're going to have to adjust that in a little bit.
I gotta put that
Take out our hammer pin,
on. What you been up to?
our hammer. Now our sear.
Mr. Tom will take care of you there.
Alright, there's our sear and disconnector. Yeah, I can feel that trigger is in there tight, very tight. It's got a lot of sharp edges on it, so we're going to clean those up, and we're going to smooth out this trigger track. Forgot to mention that whenever you take out your thumb safety, watch out for these detents and spring, because in some 1911s they're pretty loose, and as soon as you pull that thumb safety out, this thing will go rocket shipping. So just be mindful of that. Alright, I've got this square whetstone, very fine. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it. And we're going to knock off the hard edges on this trigger bow, because it's got some pretty sharp edges on it, and it's grabbing inside of that trigger track. I'm not going to take off much, just enough to break that sharp edge. And we're going to do it all the way around. Top edge, bottom edge, back edges back here, and the inside edges. Alright, it's a lot better. We're going to do just a little bit more and get those back edges. These back edges are pretty important just because they contact your sear and disconnector. You want a nice smooth edge, no hard rough burrs. And it's really kind of hard to explain, you just gotta go by feel. And gonna smooth up the bow itself.
Where'd you get that granola?
There we go. Alright, so when I was test fitting the trigger, I did notice that the shoe itself is dragging on the inside of the frame. So what I'm going to do is use a fine file and take some of this material off of this trigger shoe until we can slide in nice and easy without any kind of resistance.
Mine's for tape.
And then I will finish with a diamond stone.
Oh, it doesn't mount that tape. How's your day for you?
I'm gonna remove some material, test fit it, and repeat.
How's your day for you?
Okay, once we get the shoe out of its slot, our bow is sliding nicely, so it's all on that shoe. Alright, just keep repeating until we get enough off. Alright, so I've got it to where it's good, where it's going to stop naturally up against the safety. So what I'm going to do now is just break these edges on the trigger shoe, hit this with a diamond stone on the bow, and then I'm going to bead blast it to make it look pretty. Alright, let's bead blast it. Alright, here we go. Alright, looks good. Alright, take some oil on the trigger track stone, clean up that trigger track. Now, I'm only going to be taking a few strokes and then check it. Okay. A little bit more. Tell you what, it feels good. Come on. Go in your home. All right, check it again. All right. Clean it out and repeat. All right, I've got my trigger track where I want it, and I've got my trigger itself how I want it. So now we're just going to put it back together and reshape our sear spring. Push down on that magazine release from the other side, and you'll find a sweet spot. There we go. All right, now for our sear. Notice its orientation and the disconnector. Probably help if I didn't drink a lot of coffee before I do stuff like this. Hands are shaking like Michael J. Fox. There we go. Now let's see if we can get this pin in. There we go. All right. All right. That's got it. All right, so my trigger is catching here. Dragging, so we're going to take,
Just going to
use
smooth
this
it up.
stone and take some off. Let's see what this feels like.
How much?
All right, let's got
$20.
the rough of it off. Use this finer one. All right, similar to see what it feels like. All right, let's see what we got. £4, 3 ounces.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is. £4, 6.
How are you?
Anytime you get under 5, and if it's reliable, and the hammer doesn't drop, and the slide closes, then you've done pretty good.
All right, I think I'm going to try to take just a little bit more, just to get into the 3 pounds. All right, we adjusted one more time. Let's see where we're at. This will be the last one. 3 pounds, 12 ounces. That's got us in the 3 pound range. Do a couple more, check the average.
Oh, yeah, right. Uh-huh.
3 pound 15.
Right. I wish. I wish.
Just under 4.
No problem. No problem. Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Okay.
That was, he was going to bring his ammo. We couldn't duplicate the problem. I don't know whether
3.9, good enough. All right, to recap, we have taken off some material off of that edge of our grip safety, so it will slip off the spring and the trigger easier without catching on the spring. This is our final shape of our mag spring, or our steer spring, rather. Now, I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on our contact surfaces on our sear. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Feel it. That's a strange screw. This is a strange screw.
All right. Go ahead and reassemble this guy.
And this screw, you can adjust these to adjust the angle for elevation. Okay, so that's how that works. And then this, once you do it adjusting, you put that in this recoil. Recoil is going to want you to slam it down. So that can probably.
All right.
But it has to be there because of the test.
Well, that's why the circle's off the same thing, so okay.
That's it?
That's correct now. Yeah.
I just thought it had to be in the middle, but that's just
No.
not.
Well, if it was in the middle, you couldn't eject.
Right.
Just fighting his hand right there.
I looked over.
Come on.
They show it, but they don't show a picture.
I'm going to have to tell the customer about that frozen bushing.
But it's the only way you have it so far. Right, top
So
down.
now, let's say,
All right. All right. Good to go.